There was once a young man named Daniel who lived in a small village surrounded by green hills and quiet fields. Daniel had a kind heart. Whenever someone needed help, he was the first person to arrive. Whenever someone was sad, he would sit beside them and listen. He gave his time, his energy, and sometimes even his last piece of bread to people who needed it. But Daniel had one weakness that slowly began to destroy his peace. He desperately wanted everyone to value him. If someone ignored him, he would chase after them. If someone stopped talking to him, he would keep trying to make them happy. If someone walked away, Daniel would blame himself and wonder what he had done wrong. He believed that if he loved people enough, they would eventually love him back. One morning, after another painful night, Daniel walked outside the village with tears in his eyes. He felt tired of being rejected, tired of being ignored, and tired of constantly proving that he was worthy of someone's attention. As he walked along a dusty road, he saw Jesus Christ sitting beneath a tree, surrounded by people. Daniel stopped and listened. Jesus was speaking about love, forgiveness, patience, and the value of the human heart. When the crowd became smaller, Daniel gathered courage and approached him. "Lord," Daniel said with a broken voice, "why do people leave me even when I give them everything? Why do I keep chasing people who don't seem to care about me? I try to be good to everyone, but I always end up hurt." Jesus looked at him with compassion and said, "Daniel, tell me, have you ever seen a river chase someone who refuses to drink its water?" Daniel thought for a moment and shook his head. Jesus continued, "The river keeps flowing. It does not stop because someone refuses to drink. It does not follow a traveler and beg him to take its water. It simply continues on its journey, giving life wherever its water is welcomed." Daniel remained silent. Jesus said, "Your heart is like that river. You were created to love, to serve, and to do good. But you were not created to spend your entire life begging someone to recognize your worth." Daniel looked down. "But what if they leave me?" he asked. Jesus answered, "Then let them go without allowing their departure to convince you that you are worthless. Someone leaving your life does not mean your value has disappeared. Sometimes people leave because they were never meant to walk the entire journey with you." Those words touched Daniel deeply. He remembered all the people he had chased, all the messages he had sent, all the apologies he had made even when he had done nothing wrong, and all the nights he had cried because someone refused to appreciate him. Jesus continued, "There is a difference between loving someone and losing yourself, trying to be loved by them. Love is beautiful, but love should never become slavery. Forgive people, pray for them, wish them well, but do not destroy your peace trying to force someone to stay." Daniel asked, "So should I stop caring about people?" Jesus smiled and replied, "No, keep your heart kind, but learn where to place your kindness. A seed can contain life, but if you plant it on a stone and keep watering it, you cannot blame the seed when it does not grow. Sometimes the problem is not your love. The problem is that you are trying to grow something in soil that cannot receive it." Daniel began to understand. He realized that he had been planting his love in places where it was never appreciated. Jesus then pointed toward a group of travelers walking down the road. "Look at them," he said. "Some will walk beside you for a while. Some will walk in another direction. Some will stop when the road becomes difficult. Do not spend your entire journey running after those who have chosen another path. Keep walking toward the purpose God has placed before you." Daniel thanked Jesus and returned to his village with a different heart. But the lesson was tested almost immediately. His closest friend, Thomas, suddenly stopped speaking to him. Daniel tried to understand what had happened. He apologized, called him and went to his house, but Thomas refused to listen. Daniel felt the old pain returning. His heart told him to chase Thomas again and again. But then he remembered Jesus' words. Do not destroy your peace trying to force someone to stay. For the first time, Daniel stepped back. He did not hate Thomas. He did not speak badly about him. He simply gave him space. Days passed. Daniel continued his work, helped the poor, visited the sick, and spent time with people who genuinely appreciated his presence. Slowly, Daniel discovered something beautiful. When he stopped chasing people, he began noticing the people who had been quietly standing beside him all along. There was an old man who always prayed for him, a widow whom he regularly helped, children who waited for him every evening, and neighbors who respected his kindness. Daniel had been so busy chasing those who walked away that he had failed to see those who were walking toward him. One evening, Thomas returned. He looked ashamed and said, "Daniel, I treated you badly. I thought you would keep chasing me forever. But when you stopped, I realized how much your friendship meant to me." Daniel smiled. He forgave Thomas, but he also understood something important. Forgiveness did not mean returning to the same unhealthy pattern. He could forgive someone without allowing them to repeatedly break his heart. From that day forward, Daniel changed the way he lived. He still loved people, but he stopped begging for attention. He still helped others, but he stopped expecting praise. He still forgave people, but he stopped accepting repeated disrespect. He learned that walking away from someone who constantly hurts you is not hatred. Sometimes it is wisdom. He learned that silence can be stronger than an argument. Distance can be healthier than endless explanations. And self-respect can be more valuable than temporary attention. One day, Daniel returned to Jesus and said, "Lord, I think I finally understand. I used to believe that if someone left me, I had to run after them. Now I understand that sometimes I must simply continue walking." Jesus smiled and said, "Yes, Daniel, your life is a journey, not a waiting room for people who cannot decide whether they value you. Do not stand at a closed door forever. There are other doors, other people, other opportunities, and other blessings ahead." Daniel asked, "But what if I feel lonely?" Jesus replied, "Loneliness is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is the quiet place where you discover who you truly are. Do not be afraid of walking alone for a season. A person who walks alone with faith is stronger than a person who follows a crowd without purpose." Daniel carried those words in his heart. Years later, people in the village remembered him not because he had chased everyone, but because he had become a source of peace. People came to him when they were broken, and he told them what he had once needed to hear. You do not have to beg anyone to see your worth. You do not have to convince someone to love you. You do not have to keep knocking on a door that has already been closed. Love people, forgive them, and wish them well. But keep walking. Daniel finally understood that some endings are not punishments. They are redirections. Some people leave because their role in your story has ended. Some friendships disappear because life is making room for healthier relationships. Some disappointments become the lessons that make you stronger. And sometimes, the person you think you cannot live without is the very person God is teaching you to live without. So if someone does not value you today, do not spend tomorrow begging for their attention. Do not measure your worth by their silence. Do not let their rejection become the voice inside your head. You are more than someone's opinion of you. You are more than a failed relationship. You are more than a person who walked away. Keep your heart soft, but keep your boundaries strong. Keep loving, but stop chasing. Keep forgiving, but stop allowing the same wound to be opened again and again. Keep helping, but do not destroy yourself to prove that you are a good person. And above all, keep your faith alive. When people leave, God can still lead you. When one door closes, your journey does not end. When someone refuses to see your value, it does not make you less valuable. Remember the river. It keeps flowing. It does not beg anyone to drink. It simply continues its journey, giving life wherever it goes. Your life should be the same. Keep moving. Keep growing. Keep praying. Keep becoming the person God created you to be. One day, you may look back at the people you once chased and realize that losing them was not the tragedy you thought it was. The real tragedy would have been losing yourself while trying to keep them. So stop chasing people who do not value you. Stop begging for love that should be given freely. Stop standing where you are repeatedly ignored. Walk forward with faith, dignity, and peace. The right people will not require you to beg them to stay. They will choose you, respect you, and walk beside you. And if for a season you have to walk alone, walk with courage, because sometimes the lonely road is the very road that leads you toward your greatest purpose. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment "I choose peace" below. Your like, comment, and subscribe motivate us to bring you more inspiring and meaningful stories. Thank you for watching. God bless you.